Wanting to give up is normal. That might seem like an odd thing to say, but I think we all feel that many times in our life, and in some seasons we feel it for extended periods of time. But we think there's something wrong with feeling like we want to give up. To start from the beginning, we're human creatures. Our animalistic bodies can only handle so much stress and worry, and so sometimes the human body just shuts down in its own way to preserve itself. And that feeling for us is that we just want to give up. Well, I think it's okay to want to give up. I have an undergrad degree in mental health counseling, and over the years when I would counsel people and they were in different circumstances in their life that were super challenging, what people struggled with the most was the way that they felt. They thought they shouldn't feel like they want to give up, or they felt that they should be able to be seeing the best in every situation. But I think we as human beings pressure ourselves much too much. It's wonderful that we're striving to be the best that we can be and to do great things in this life, to help the world, to help others, to help animals. Absolutely. But it's also okay to be merciful with ourselves, to be kind to ourselves, to be gentle. And somehow, particularly in more recent years, it seems to me that people think they should not be vulnerable. They should not feel that there's times where they just don't want to try that hard anymore. It happens to all of us. Sometimes you just don't want to fight anymore. Sometimes you just don't want to have to press on or figure out something else or come up with a good plan. You just don't. And that's okay. We each have the right to step back from our own lives, to be merciful with ourselves, to realize that feeling like giving up is sometimes just how we feel, and to allow that. Do you know what I mean? To allow that feeling of wanting to give up. If we make peace with that, I think it's a much better way to live. Imagine you had a really hard day and you came home and shut the door and broke into tears. And you just sat with your back against the door, sobbing and just releasing all the angst from the day. Or imagine you were running errands and you were behind schedule and traffic was heavy and you just were really frustrated. And when you came home, you just wanted to pull away from everything and everyone and be still. That feeling of wanting to give up, do you see what I'm saying? It's just part of life. Somehow we have allocated that to the not allowable feelings. Why is that? We're going to feel these things, we're going to experience these things, hopefully very rarely. But when that does arise in our lives, why not just allow it? Why not just be kind to ourselves? The benefit of allowing that feeling, of just letting go, of just allowing the feelings to come, is that we can come out on the other side of it free, not burdened by what we thought we shouldn't have felt, what we thought we shouldn't have thought, but instead go through those feelings, have those thoughts, allow them, and then there can be a space of emptiness. And from that space of emptiness, from that space of allowing, we can move forward. We can move forward unencumbered. We can move forward with a peace and gentleness within ourselves. We can move forward with our humanity being allowed. Maybe just try that. The next time you feel overwhelmed, like life is just too much, instead of having a thought such as, I shouldn't feel this way, I should be able to handle this, I should be able to take care of this, Instead of thoughts that are just kind of pushy toward ourselves, just stop for a moment and allow those feelings to come. Allow them to wash through your heart, your soul, your mind, your emotions. Just allow. Don't impede. Don't try to tone it down. Just allow yourself to feel the way that you feel. And then, my friends, I believe that you will find what I found, which is that there's a peace with allowing ourselves to be human. There's a peace in allowing ourselves to just be part of humanity and understand that sometimes life is too much and sometimes it seems like it's more than we can handle, and that is okay. The standard that we are holding ourselves to is not one that's mandated. It's not one that's necessitated. I think it's just something that we've all picked up on, that somehow we should be better than we are. We should be further than we are. We should handle things in a way that we're not. I offer to you to try this week to be more merciful with yourself. Try to be you in fullness. I understand that this may be a bit uncomfortable, allowing yourself to be all that you are. But I really believe with all my heart and soul that if you apply this kindness and this mercy toward yourself as your days unfold, I believe that life will go much better for you. And the reason is that you are all of you in entirety. You are not just the part where things go well, or where you're like Superwoman or Superman and can handle everything. You also are the person who handles life's challenges day after day, week after week, and year after year. And sometimes, the best thing to do in life is to just allow it for just a little while. And on the other side of that allowance, you will find a peace and a freedom and a new beginning that's unencumbered by trying to hold so much in. I hope today's message helped your heart. I hope it helps your mind. And as always, please remember, God does indeed love you. I love you. And we'll figure this out together.